What I realized about self-love, got a bit of a dark face today. There can be a initial downside to self-love, okay? So it can trigger people around you when you're going around talking about self-love, especially people who don't love themselves or who feel they are victims, okay? And this happens a lot in social media. We see it all the time. I've actually just had an incident where someone started to really get stuck into me and without knowing me, sprouting this, sprouting that, and yeah, it escalated quite rapidly. And a reminder that how people respond is their business, okay? My business is how I respond. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't say no, and that doesn't mean that I don't tell people off. I do, I can, and I will, because the way I allow people to treat me is how I let people know what's okay and not, okay? And I also do not engage in arguments, okay? I'm not here to argue. Why? You know, I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. I mean, look at this face. How could this ever, anyway. Not my job, you know. It's, if people want to go around hating and that kind of thing, I mean, yeah, it's a very destructive way to live. That's my personal experience because I've been there, okay? It's not a judgment of them. It's also a reminder to me that that is not how I am living my life. So, and some people, you know, they don't like that. Some people are resentful that other people are happy, and they fall into these cliches of you're this, you're that, and whatnot. Anyway, the truth is nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? As long as old patterns and old behaviors keep on being repeated, which, you know, we see now in the Middle East, the same power play, things like that. If nobody stands up, or not enough people stand up and say, you know, I'm done, I'm not doing this, and I want another way of doing it, then nothing will change. So it is, I feel, it's up to each of us as individuals to look at ourselves and start changing this. Now, I'm totally aware that, you know, there are ways of being treated and that, but even within this, and we see it time and time again, individuals who have said, no, I'm not going to be like that, and it creates a shift for people. And this is the greatest gift that I think love can give us. Love heals. Only love heals. Nothing else heals. Only love. So for me, it was kind of really common sense. After a while, I just said, well, I'm just focusing on love then, and the rest will take care of itself. Okay. And yes, I have, you know, had to say goodbye to people and situations on the way. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, absolutely. And I'm so grateful for those people and those situations, because they helped me grow. They helped me move forward. They helped me realize, see the pattern, and be able to say, no, I'm done. There has to be another way, and I'm going to find it, you know. And I found it always within myself. Yes, I had persistence from outside, but the seeking, the desire came from me. And I want to love myself. I want to be in love with myself. I want to enjoy myself. I want to love this little bow, you know. I mean, even when I look ridiculous, it's okay. I love myself. And if this triggers things in other people, you know, whatever. my business is my business. What triggers in them, if they want to work with me and work through it, absolutely. You know, we can transform anything really quickly, okay? It doesn't have to be hard. You just have to know, first, you just have to want to change, and then secondly, there is a solution. There's always a better way of doing something. And yeah, I think, you know, don't engage. It's a waste of time arguing with people who just want to argue. It's their pastime. I don't have time for that, seriously. And very quickly, you know, you realize it, because they just always have an answer. Oh, because it's nasty. Okay, not interested. You do you, and I'll do me, whatever, you know. So it's not about you, it's their response. Okay, I'm responsible for mine, and I don't want to engage in that. Yeah, you know, it can always bring up thoughts like, oh, you know, how come that happened, or whatever. Even if it's just to say, no, I'm not giving my energy, my consciousness to that. That's not where I hang out. And moving forward and taking action if required to be safe, okay? So self-love is not about just blindly, oh, you know, everything's cotton wool and candy and loving and no, love is discerning. And you need to be safe. You need to make sure that you're safe and that you put yourself out of harm's way, okay? So it's very important to say, no, I'm not accepting this, and move away, get to a place where you can be safe, okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes, and only love heals. I'll leave you with that message today. Please join my community, and I hope the scary face didn't scare you away. And if you have any comments or questions that you'd like to ask or something to share, please do. And yeah, if you have a behavior or a feeling that you would like to transmute, and you want to say yes to you and loving you and truly healing, then I can help you. I've been through a lot in my life, and I'm really proud that today I can say I love myself. That may not seem like an achievement to anybody else, but to me it's everything, because I know where I came from. Have a wonderful day, love yourself, and take care.